My name's Stephen Halpin, and I'm the National Brand Ambassador for the Busker Irish Whiskey. Today, we're going to be diving into the rich history of Irish single malt whiskey. The beginning of all Irish whiskey was always made by single malt. Single malt is kind of, you've probably heard it in the world of Scotch a lot more, and Irish whiskey is starting to bring back that heritage. But what it basically means is that it's made from 100% Irish barley that has been malted. And so what malting means is that you take raw barley and you're going to soak it in water for about 2 days. And what you see is this almost a chemical change from being like starchy and it tastes like powder or flour to switching over to having this sweet flavor that comes out after just 2 days of soaking. You basically trick the grain into thinking that spring has sprung and it's time for it to grow. And so it converts the starches inside over into sugars. And that's the sugar that we need to be able to make that whiskey. So as soon as that happens, we're going to take it out and we're going to dry it under hot air. If it was in Scotland, they use peated smoke, and that's how you get that smokiness in single malt scotches. But in Ireland, we use dry heat. And what you're going to do is get the full flavor of what Irish barley tastes like. But I feel like we've talked enough about it. Let's give it a taste and see what it's about. This one's going to be aged in Oloroso sherry barrels and bourbon simultaneously and combined at the end. So you're going to get the beautiful notes of vanilla, butterscotch, caramel that come from those bourbon barrels, along with some chocolatey notes, some hints of fudge that will come through. But predominantly off the nose is apple and pear immediately, hints of banana. Let's give it a try. Sláinte. With this one being copper pot distilled versus column distilled in our single grain, you'll find that this is a little bit more coating, a little bit more viscosity to it, and a much longer finish. On the back end, you're going to find those chocolatey notes, but predominantly those apple and pear notes come out. What I love to do with this is to give it a second sip. Then I find that the bigger, broader flavor notes come out. Yeah, looking for all of the confirmation of everything you got off the aroma. Apple and pear right up front, and then a beautiful long finish of chocolate, coffee, vanilla notes. This one is definitely best sipped. I prefer it neat. You can do it on the rocks, but neat is going to be the best way to bring out all of those flavors. Cheers.